Good day to you. I am John Logan. I was born on the 29th of April 1888 in the village of Kirkoswald. My father, William Logan, was a ploughman, and my mother, Catherine Glancy, was a domestic servant. When I was born, they weren't married, so my mother and I lived with my grandpa. I was called John Glancy at this time. When I was just 7 years old, my mother died of TB. My father took me in, and I went to live with him at Greenan, near Alloway. I joined Alloway School, and by this time I was called John Logan. I was only there a year, though, when my father and I moved to Kilmarnock to live with my other gran and grandpa. When I was 13 years old, my father married again. My new stepmother was called Isabella, and she was a servant like my first mother. My father and my stepmother had 3 wee girls, but obviously they were much younger than me, so I never had much to do with them really. When the war started, I went up to Glasgow and joined the Cameronians, the 8th Battalion. We were called the Scottish Rifles. We all thought that we would be sent to Belgium or France to fight the Germans, but instead we were shipped to the Mediterranean. We arrived there in spring 1915. It was beautiful. Warm, sunny, blue skies and blue sea. This is not so bad, I thought. How wrong was I? We were there to fight the Turks at Gallipoli. Our job was to capture the peninsula, and we were fighting alongside Canadians, Indians, Australians, New Zealanders and Irish lads. A right mix. But funny enough, one of the chaps I met was John Nairn, who went to the same school as me at Alloway. We never met back then, but it was great to chat to a lad who had played in the same woods and burns as me. Sad to say, but we never knew each other for long. As you probably know, the Gallipoli campaign was a total disaster. On the 28th of June 1915, the 8th Battalion was one of those assigned to take what we called Gully Ravine. We had been told that the Turks had been bombarded into pieces, but as soon as we charged, their machine guns opened up and they cut us to pieces. I was killed in action, one of 319 men from 8th Battalion killed that morning. John Nairn was killed in action also. I was 27 years old. My body has never been found. My name is recorded on the Hells Memorial in Turkey and on the memorial at Alloway Primary School.